Okay, ladies and gents, let's get started. My name is Andrew Walker, and I'm the founder of the SA Property Investors Network. And what I'd love to do in this webinar is really share, what can we do for you? How can we help you create a successful property portfolio? So I think what we'll do is let's maybe start off by going through a bit of an introduction to the business. What do we do? Where are we? And what are some of the benefits in our different membership levels? Now, I'd like to ask you, if someone referred you to this webinar, please afterwards call them, email them, give them some feedback, or if not, please contact us directly. Either way, we will give you the relevant links. Now, I do have a presentation for you, so let me get that up and we can then get cracking. So, as I said, welcome to SA Property Investors Network. My name is Andrew Walker, and I'm the founder of the SA Property Investors Network, the Property Academy, and the Let's Say Property Management. Now, that's relevant because that's how the SA Property Investors Network was actually born, because you see, I spent 8 years of my life in the UK. And those 8 years, the first 6 months, yes, I was practicing as a sound engineer. But like a lot of people, I got myself a property coach. I got educated. And most importantly, in the UK, I got connected to the right property network, which was a network of like-minded property investors, all with one goal: how to create wealth through property. So when I moved back to South Africa, back in 2013, with my wife Simone, my son Logan, and my daughter Skylar, we moved back to Edenvale in Johannesburg, the East Rand of Joburg. And when I moved back, obviously, I had all the skills in property, but I didn't have the skills in the South African market. So I became an estate agent for a year just to really understand how does the SA market actually work. And through that, I discovered, because I thought, oh, this is easy. I Googled property networking events, and I didn't find any general property networking events. And I'm talking about a community of like-minded property investors. Yes, I found the odd breakfast and the odd event in the evening, but nothing that what I was used to in the UK. And that's where I saw a gap in the market. So look, I started the SA Property Investors Network just with a few of us in a room, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute as to how this business got off the ground. For those of you that don't know me, I'm also an international speaker and coach, and I'm property through and through. So one of my passions is to help other people, is to coach other people. And through the Property Academy that we collaborate with, we have a variety of online coaches, online training courses, one-to-one coaches, group coaching, both online and face-to-face. And at the SA Property Investors Network, what we do is we put a platform together for you. A platform where you can meet like-minded property investors, a platform where you can get market-related updates from some of our partners and sponsors. It's a platform where you'll get motivated and you'll be inspired. And the great thing is that we run these events both virtually online as well as on the ground. So we are in areas like Johannesburg, Soweto, Pretoria, Pietermaritzburg, and Durban, Bloemfontein, Port Elizabeth, and Cape Town. So we do cover some of the major cities, and of course we will be expanding. So we have a fantastic team, and the great thing is the people behind the SA Property Investors Network, we are all property investors. We invest in properties ourselves. For me, I love flipping properties. Some people love developments. Some people love buy-to-lets. Either way, we all have to go raise money from somewhere, and we all have to go find deals, and we've all got to be surrounded by the right power team members. Okay, so that's a little bit about my background. Let's start getting into SAPN memberships and then look at the history of all of this. So right now, the SA Property Investors Network has the foundational membership, the intermediate, and the professional. Let's get started. So looking at the history of SAPN. So as I said to you, when I moved back from the UK, in 2013, and I became an estate agent, I ran the very first networking event at the estate agency. And I think there was 7 of us, maybe 8 of us. But you know what? It wasn't about the size. It was about everyone loved it. There was a good vibe, a good energy. So I did it again. And I realized, actually, there's something in this. You see, I set it up not to commercialize. I set the business up because I really wanted to meet like-minded investors. I wanted to do deals here in Edenvale, and I knew that that my success in England was purely based on the network. It's who you know, and it's who they know. And so when I moved back in 2013, I ran it in Edenvale, and then we went and we ran a couple in Pretoria, and then we ran some in different parts of Johannesburg, and slowly we started growing. We did that for a few years, and in 2017, we thought, hang on a minute, why don't we introduce a membership where people don't have to keep paying money at the door every single time? They can join a membership and we can start giving them some value. Now, at this stage, ladies and gents, we were just testing, is this viable? And we got such good growth through this, both in Johannesburg, Cape Town, and we started dipping our toes into the Durban market. It was then in 2018 when we ran an event, our very first event in Soweto, and we then launched a free membership and a silver membership. And at that stage, the silver membership was created for people that could not get to all the events. It's an online membership where you can still get webinars and ebooks and various content around property. And then we thought, we want to get to the masses to help the masses. So we then created a free membership. So at least, people out there can join, they can see what we're doing, they can still get some of the webinars and the ebooks, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And that itself, the silver membership and the free membership, did extremely well. Now, all that happened in 2019 is I started chatting to some of our premier members and our silver members. And some of them approached me to say, Andrew, can you not add this into your membership? If you really did this, we'll be really keen. So we listened to our market, we listened to our client database to go, do you know what? Maybe it's time for us to re-look at our memberships, because we launched the Premier membership in 2017. So we made the executive decision that in 2020 that we would create some new memberships. So as you can see there, we introduced the foundational, which is the new silver, the intermediate, which is the new Premier, and the add-on was the professional membership. There we have it there. Silver is the foundational. And the reason I've got that there is if you are sat there and you are already, or you were a member, just to share with you, if you are on the silver membership, the new silver is the foundation, the new premier is the intermediate, and the new additional, which we're excited about, is professional. And I'm going to share with you later on why I believe that most of you should be on the professional membership if you are serious about property. Now, from my point of view, in order to be successful in property, you need to have the following: a strong power team around you, the right tools and resources around you, the right education, because remember, the more you learn, the more you earn, access to finance and access to deals, and to stay up to date with what's happening in the current market. So looking at this, let's jump straight into the membership benefits. Now, all this is, it's easier said than done, and there's more to it than meets the eye. It's not easy to go generate a good power team around you. The question is, who should that power team be? To get the right education, the right strategy, the right tools, when you're dealing with motivated sellers, how do you negotiate? How do you guys know if it's a good or bad deal? There's so many questions that come to mind, and that's what you're going to get in these memberships. So the first section to the SAPN memberships are networking events. These are actual events, and the great thing is, ladies and gents, is we have online networking events and we have actual events on the ground. Now, if you are a free member, you can see it's 500 Rand. The foundational members pay 300, intermediates 200, and professionals 100. Now, the great thing is, as I said, we run these in Pretoria, Joburg, Soweto, Pietermaritzburg, and Durban, Port Elizabeth and Bloemfontein, as well as Cape Town. Now, ebooks are free for everyone. So regardless of the membership level you're on, you're going to get access. And with these ebooks, as you can see there, these are just some of the great content we have. And we get investors to put these together. So this isn't just written by anyone. These are people like myself and your Rian Nordeers and your Dave McGlashians and other property investors giving you their experience. Now, there's two different types of webinars. This is the first type. Webinars that are free for everyone. This will give you an insight into, how should you be analyzing deals. Having your first home as an investment property. There's a whole list of different type of webinars that you'll get access to. Now, you'll access all of this, ladies and gents, in our members portal. So when you do join, regardless of what member you are, you'll get access to the portal where You can watch some of the replay webinars, get access to the ebooks, have a look at when all the events are. So please make sure, if you haven't enrolled for anything, at least start with a free membership to get access to our portal. And then the property show that's owned by Private Property, they run these in Joburg, Cape Town, and Durbs. Now, the great thing is we can get you guys free tickets. Regardless of your membership level, you will get free tickets to the show. Now, next section, let's go through this. Well, before we get there, actually, there's one more that I'm missing out here. That's the Accelerator course. So the Accelerator course, this is where we started to collaborate with the Property Academy. So remember, SAPIN is the platform where we're going to meet like-minded property investors and network. The Academy is where you're going to learn. The Academy is built by investors for investors, and they have a product called the 12-week fundamental course, which we talk about in this webinar. And there's a free accelerated course, so regardless of the membership you're on, you can join for free to see what it's all about. And the power team, of course, I spoke about this. You need to have the right power team in place. Well, it could be ABSA, it could be TAF, it could be TPN, it could be South Africa. There's a whole range of different property practitioners we have that come into our environment. And we have something called SAPIN Connect. So SAPIN Connect is a portal. If you go to the sapropertynetwork.com page, have a look for SAPIN Connect. And if you need a contact in ABSA or a contact in TAF, or one of our partners or sponsors, let us know and we will make that introduction for you. So we can be instrumental in setting up your power team for you. And that is free for everyone. Okay, now we get into the live webinars, ladies and gents. If you're a free member, it's 150 Rand. If not, it's part and included in your membership level. And we have great webinars where we have quite a few webinars where we talk about tax, accounting structure, should you be buying your personal name company or a trust. We have investors sharing their deals. These are where you get great value. Now the next one is the business pitch. This is the interesting one. So whether it's an online event or it's physical, this is where you have the opportunity to stand up in front of 80 or 200 property investors and pitch your property business. So say, for example, you've got a property deal and you've got to raise R500,000 or raise X amount of cash. We will give you a few minutes on stage to stand up, introduce yourself, introduce your deal. Why should someone invest in your deal? And obviously, we'll never guarantee that you're always going to raise the capital because it's a timing thing. It depends how good your deal is. What I can say, we've been doing this for years and we've had massive success with people raising money or saying, I've got capital looking for a deal. Now, if you're a free member or you're a foundation member, you will pay 1,000 Rand to do this. But if you're an intermediate or professional, it's included in your membership. And the other thing you will get for the foundational, intermediate, and professional members is you will get exclusive deals. So this is where we have collaborated with the Bruno Samar brokerage, where they will look at some of the deals. And to be fair, they put most deals to aside because a lot of those deals aren't good deals. So the great thing is if you are a foundational, intermediate, or professional, you can contact the brokerage and ask if they have any good deals at the moment. The other part I love about this are our premier events. So as you can see, this is exclusive events. These are only open to intermediate or professional. Now, this is where we keep the room smaller. We don't want to have 200 people in the room. Most of these events, we keep between 30 to 50. And we have less of a format for the evening. This is more about the networking. This is about you coming into a room of serious property investors with one goal, to do property deals. And this is where, as you can see, that this is more of a round table. This is more of a get to know all the other members, who's doing property deals. On some of the events, we still let our members actually pitch. So this is an event that you don't want to miss out on. Another part of our offerings is Lightstone. So, I always say that, and I'll bring up Lightstone and TPN, as you can see, Lightstone and then TPN. Now, I call this the Bibles in property. When you are looking to buy a property and you want to know what the sold comparables are, if you want to get an idea of the value, if you want to know who owns the property, when did they buy it, is there a bond on the property, this is where you get all that information from. If you want to get some rental data from TPN, what's the likeliness of, if you do buy this buy to let, of you actually collecting your rent? And here's the great thing, ladies and gents, if you're an intermediate or professional member, both Lightstone and TPN are included in your membership. If you're a foundation member, you will get a discount to Lightstone. Massive, massive value. Now, some of the new add-ons we've done for our membership is the virtual Q&A. This is done at lunch during the week. And the reason we've implemented this, ladies and gents, is purely because can you imagine how many South Africans have an interest in property, of course, and how many questions are out there? And we get these questions on a daily basis, on weekends. So we said, well, look, let's make it part of the intermediate and professional membership. It's 300 Rand for free and foundation members. And this obviously will notify you when they're happening. And this is where we collaborate with the Property Academy and get some of those coaches on this call, and you can ask all your property questions. Doesn't matter what it is, we will find the answer for you. Now, the reason we implemented the professional membership is for this baby over here. We call it the mastermind, which effectively is a group coaching. This is once a week where we get together. There will be a topic over the 12-month period. And this is where you and I and Dave and some of the other academy coaches will work together to take you from A to Z. Where are you now? What are you struggling with? And this will be a call probably through a portal like Zoom. We do change from time to time, but this is where we get together. And this is why we implemented the professional membership. And the reason we did this was because what we've learned in property, if you want to get great success, you've got to constantly be kept up with what is happening. You've got to be motivated to go out there and actually make it happen. And as you're going out there and you're progressing as an investor and you're starting to do more and more deals or bigger deals, you're always going to have questions. And I believe everyone needs support. The more support you have, the more motivated you are, the more deals you will do. That's what we've seen in the marketplace. And then you got the fundamental 12-week online course. So this is where we collaborated with the Property Academy. Now, as you can see, they're part of the professional. It's included in your membership. So yes, if you're a free member, a foundational member, or intermediate, you will pay the RRP price, which is 4,997. But if you're a professional member, it's all included. So let's have a look at some of the pricing around this. So why do we make the benefit and changes? We've done it, as I said, because our members asked us to change it. Now, the professional membership is $997 per month, or which equates to $11,964 per annum. Now, here's the thing. If you want to pay annually, like sometimes we pay our school fees up front, we will give you a 1 month discount, which is $10,967. So remember, if someone referred you to this webinar, please go back and give them feedback and let them know what you're thinking or where you feel you fit in. Now, with the intermediate, it's 497 Rand per month, which is 5,964 per annum, or you can pay annual, or you pay a once off and you get your 1 month discount, which is 5,467. Then we get to our foundation membership, which is 197 per month, which is 2,364 per annum, or if you make that one payment up front, you get a discount, and that will be 2,167 Rand. So those are the membership benefits we currently have, and we are still currently adding benefits on. For example, that's not even in there. If you are a professional member, every calendar year, when you do do a property deal, and you appoint your own attorney, whether you're buying or selling, depending on the deal and where you are, we can get you up to 50% discount. That's a massive saving, ladies and gents. So keep that in mind. So let me show you why you may want to become a SAPN professional member. This is now becoming our most popular membership, purely based on the value we have it. Because get all this right, in that membership, you got your exclusive premier events, discounts on attorney fees, discounts on events, South Africa discounts, and VIP treatment from them. You'll also be included in the mastermind group and get the 12-week online fundamental course. And if I stop there for a second, if you're watching this and you've already done the 12-week the online fundamental course, don't worry about it. We will swap that out with another product at the Academy. Lightstone reports are included. TPN reports are included. You get access to property deals through the brokerage. You get to pitch your business, and you get the invitation to our lunchtime Q&A sessions, plus more. So let me maybe compare this. Let's say, for example, there's Ben on my left and there's a Corsi on my right. So let's just assume that Ben is a free member, and Nkosi is a professional member. So let's assume here that they both have one goal. They want to go flip a property. So Ben comes across a property for 900,000, a 3-bed apartment in Edenvale. And let's say, for example, Nkosi comes across a property that's also 900,000, a 3-bed townhouse in Edenvale. Let's look at comparing value. So they both commit to join every networking event in Gauteng, read every ebook, newsletter, blog post, and join webinars. However, Ben realized in order to make a good buying decision, he needs the step-by-step knowledge, and so he enrolls and he pays for the fundamental course. Let's have a look at this so far. So we've got Ben there. Ben and Nkosi attend the same amount of events, remember. As a free member, Ben would have paid 5,000 and Nkosi paid 500. Ben then paid for 10 webinars where Nkosi gets it for free. The fundamental course, he pays the 5,000, the 4,997, and Nkosi gets it for free. So both found 10 potential deals and need to start doing due diligence. Ben realized in order to know if the deal stacks up, he needs to do some more research. So he subscribes to the Lifezone subscription for 12 months. So Ben then pays 5,580 Rand for the year, whereas Nkosi gets it included. Ben then didn't think about his exit strategy. What if he can't sell the property? What if he's going to rent it? So someone at Sappin reminds him, well, don't worry, let's download the TPN reports and start looking at what does the rental market look like in that area. So then he goes and he just gets 100 reports. So he pays 2,875. But Nkosi gets it included. So far, I hope I'm painting a picture here, ladies and gents. So what's next? Questions pop up. Ben registers for 6 virtual Q&A, which is nothing. Most people will be doing a lot more than that. So anyway, he pops on Besoden and Nkosi. So he pays another 1,800. It's all included in Nkosi's membership. Then it's legal costs. So they jump on the internet, they play around with some figures, and they realize the transfer fees that Ben is going to pay 21,000 Rand for the transfer fees. Because remember, even when you're buying a property, ladies and gents, you can still appoint an attorney providing the seller accepts. But now Nkosi negotiates and she gets attorney fees up to 50%. So now she pays 10,500, a massive saving just over there. Now the financing, Ben thought of registering a bond and crossing his fingers, but he realized that it may be less expensive. So he goes, hey Sappin, I can see that you're running a Joburg networking event at the Bryanston Country Club. Can I come pitch my business? Absolutely. He pays us another 1,000 Rand, but of course he's also doing the deal and she needs to raise some capital and she pitches the same night, but she gets it for free. Now they're sitting there going, okay, well, there's a renovation, same property, well, not same property, same type of properties, price range, both need a renovation, and they need to do some tiling. They're going to do a refurb. So both need to do a small refurb, and Nkosi qualifies for the 10% discount with Tile Africa. So Ben pays the 40,000 Rand, and Nkosi gets a 4,000 Rand discount, so she only pays 36,000. So there's a saving there. So ladies and gents, this was just a very quick analysis of let's look at Ben and let's look at Nkosi. I hope you can see that by being a professional member, how much is actually included. So Nkosi, she paid annually for the year. You have the option of paying monthly or annually. And here's the thing, ladies and gents, Nkosi's been part of that mastermind, every single month. And if Ben if Ben wants to be part of the meet, he's going to pay an additional 2,000 Rand every time he wants to join. Whereas for Nkosi, it's included. So the support she's getting, when she's looking at deals and she needs a property coach to look at it, when she's going to download the TPN reports or the Lightstone, when she, in terms of getting access for 1 year to the Property Academy's 12-week online fundamental course, that is value, ladies and gents. So all you need to do right now is think about where you are now, where you want to be. Do you want to start off with the foundational membership or the intermediate or the professional? That is completely up to you. And ladies and gents, we would love to have you part of our network because remember I shared with you my vision. And in fact, what I want to do right now is let me get my camera back up. So ladies and gents, I just wanted to share with you, what we do at the SA Property Investors Network, and my vision is to dominate the South African space. I want to get to as many South Africans to empower them and help them with building a property portfolio where you can start taking control of your own financial life. So, ladies and gents, I hope that was useful. Any more information, you've got two options. Either the person that referred you to this webinar, please go back to them now and give them some feedback. Or if you have come across us, please contact us and we will help you either way. God bless and safe investing.